Hello VC, welcome to Tony's LPs Are Us. Really happy you stopped by. And we're recording this from Jersey, the home of the boss, because this little segment, and I hope it's lit, I'm going to try to keep it under 12 minutes or 13 minutes or so. I've got a lot of stuff to show. I'm not going to talk about it, I'm going to show, but we're going to announce that I believe yesterday, the 27th of June, or 2 days ago, whatever, Bruce Springsteen unleashed to the world a 7 LP box set, which includes tracks from 1983 to 2018 that were left off of records for whatever reason, kind of put them together in LPs that have themes on them. I'm going to go over a little bit of the press release. This is selling fast. I just checked Amazon, and they said in the last month it sold 600 of them, and they said more is coming, so they may be sold out, but Bruce has it on his website. I'm sure all the major distributors online have it, and probably your favorite neighborhood local record store will probably get a few in, but they're kind of pricey, upwards of $350, from $336 to $350. The CD's a little less. The CD, I believe, are 7 CDs. The album is 9 CDs. But if you're a real audiophile, which I hope you are, watching Tony's LPs Are Us, you'll probably opt for the LP set. Now this is called TRAX 2. TRAX 1 came out a while ago, I believe 1998. Here's an excerpt. I never bought the box set of this TRAX. I have so much Bruce, and I just never got around to buying the box set. If I've ever seen one used, I may have picked it up, but I don't believe the vinyls were common. The vinyl records back then were common, so I opted to get the CD. Now here's the real quick press release. TRAX 2, The Lost Albums. This is TRAX 1, which I just showed. Is a box set compilation album by American singer-songwriter Bruce Springsteen. It was released on June 27, 2025 through Columbia Records, and shows a follow-up to his 1998 box set called TRAX, which is what I showed you, the excerpt. Featuring previously unreleased songs recorded between 1983 and 2018. This collection is organized into 7 thematic albums, each showcasing rare and archival material from various sessions throughout the boss's Springsteen's career. To promote the release of this box set, Springsteen released 6 songs, one every 2 weeks as promotional singles prior to the release of the box set. So there's the box set, and there's also million photos online. You can check Amazon. Amazon has all the records stretched out, and I've even watched Mazzy's channel. He did a really nice review of the entire box set. But am I going to get this? I'm not sure right now. It's relatively inexpensive if you're getting 9 vinyl records with a book and a package, and it's Bruce. But I think I have enough here. I'm going to show you enough Bruce to last me, and that's the original reason why I didn't buy TRAX 1 back in 1998, 1999. This has 18 songs, including 3 never before released bonus tracks: The Fever, The Promise, and Trouble River. So this is basically highlights from that box set. I have this box set, which is a great box set. This is the anniversary of Born to Run, the 30th anniversary. This also has a great concert DVD in it from London. When the band was a new band, a young band. It has some documentaries in there as well. But this is a great box, and you can pick these up relatively inexpensive on eBay at this point, because he sold millions. His original box set, Live, 1975 to 1985, I believe was the fastest and most prolific selling box set of all time, and that's this record box set here. There's the track list. 5 LPs. This is heavy. It has each inner sleeve is individually, graphic wise. This is the compact disc of the same record, and these were mixed by Bob Clearmountain and mastered by RL, the famous RL. So I'm going to go over what I have really quickly just to show you guys. Of course, No Nukes. Bruce was on No Nukes and did he did Stay and the Devil with the Blue Dress medley, and I'll talk about that more later. But this is a great album, live No Nukes. I'm going to show my CDs. I showed this. These CDs I'm showing you because I don't believe I have these on record. These came out during the CD era, and I wasn't buying vinyl, but I still was buying Bruce. If I ever saw a special on these on vinyl, I probably would have picked them up, but never happens. The Bruce stuff doesn't show up. The new stuff, of course, doesn't show up at yard sales and flea markets and things. Here you have the Seeger Sessions. There's the CD. When Bruce went on his own, these are great albums. Lucky Town. Bruce went out to California, sans the E Street Band, but he kept them under contract with a retainer, so those guys were ready if Bruce ever said, we're getting the band back together, and he did. Here's a bootleg, Bruce Springsteen with a little help from my friends, that has Bruce doing duets. Here is the Streets of Philadelphia. This has 4 tracks on it. And there's a ticket stub when I went to see Bruce. One time, this was in, looks like 2012. I guess it's Bruce, and tickets were pretty inexpensive. Here's another ticket stub from 2003 at Giant Stadium. Event, $37. I think I took just Giant Stadium. I may have taken my kids, but I think tickets were more than that. Here's Greatest Hits on CD. This is a nice one. Blood Brothers EP on CD. Here is Bruce in concert. This is from the Unplugged, or it's from MTV Unplugged. This is a great one, The Rising, after the World Trade Towers tragedy. Bruce did a whole album, and it was a great album. And I never got that on vinyl, so I really need to look for that. But this has a nice booklet. There are the tracks. This is really one of the great, for me, a later Bruce Springsteen record. Here is the EP of The Rising on CD, not even open. This has 4 tracks, different mixes, I guess, of The Rising. Streets of Philadelphia soundtrack, where he won an Oscar. He has a Tony, and Oscar, Grammys. Here's Devil to Dust. This is a DVD CD. Folk. Bruce is so talented. I'm not going to talk about Bruce because everyone knows everything about Bruce, but he's not only a New Jersey treasure, he's a global treasure. He's a national treasure, to say the least. Here's a Japanese of the Unplugged, which I didn't open, a Japanese CD. I have a few more Japanese CDs that I picked up, but I can't find them. I had to go through my collection. Secret Garden EP. Looks like a little record there. Nebraska. Here's another ticket stub, so I pulled that out. This is World Tour, August 28, 1992 at 7:30 p.m. and I can't make out a ticket price, but it was really cool when we had hard copies of tickets for us guys who are collectors of anything related to music memorabilia. Let me know what you think about that. Are you really kind of sad that you download your ticket now, where it goes into your phone wallet, and you got to scan it at the gate, and if you buy tickets for 4 people, it's hard to transfer those tickets for other people. They may have to be with you when they go through the gate, and then if you want to get out of your seat and go to another section, like at PNC in New Jersey, you want to get out of your section and go walk around, and if you get back into your section, you need to show your ticket, which is on your phone, and if you don't get, it's just It's not good. For me, it's not good. Here's another Streets of Philadelphia music taken from the motion picture. This is a really nice one. This has Atlantic City and Streets of Philadelphia on it. Really cool. And here is a Hungry Heart. This is an import, I believe, from Germany or Austria. And that's that. So I have a bunch of CDs, a lot of bootlegs. I used to have bootleg records of Bruce, and I put them onto hi-fi VHS, and they're somewhere. So one day I could probably go back and put those on CD, because high resolution on VHS, those high fidelity stereo VHS. So here is the Streets of here is the No Nukes in its entirety. This is a nice album. This came out a few years ago. I picked it up, I believe, at Walmart. It's 2 records. It has the complete set that Bruce did while at No Nukes. Here's Love Letter. Great album, great quality with the E Street Band, gatefold. So you can see I'm not really lacking Bruce. So I don't think I'm going to buy that 9-record LP set for whatever. It's not really the cost. It's a good deal, and I love Bruce. We love Bruce's music. I saw Bruce many times. I actually met Bruce. I got his autograph for a friend of mine at the Fast Lane. No cameras back then. No cell phone cameras. Here is Working on a Dream LP. Here is Magic LP. Here is the great billion-selling record, Born in the USA, which is basically a greatest hits album, as are a lot of early Bruce records. Just 1 second, I'm going to put these down. I don't want to drop these. Hold on 1 second. Here's a half-speed master of one of my favorite Bruce albums. I could listen to this album all the time. It's like comfort food. Darkness. Tunnel of Love, great. One Step Up, Two Steps Back, I believe is on here, which I constantly quote. Tunnel of Love. No, maybe it's not on here. Maybe that's on another record. But anyway, some 45 disco releases that a lot of these were mastered by Robert Ludwig. Here is a Record Store Day of Darkness, which is really cool. Here is an original Nebraska. I also have a promo of Nebraska. Here is a Record Store Day of Nebraska. Here is a Cover Me, which is a bunch of guys getting together. Dave Edmonds, Gary U.S. Bonds, the Beat Farmers, Patti Smith, she does Because the Night, Fire, Robert Gordon, the Hollies do Sandy, Gary U.S. Bonds, who I saw in New York a few times, Johnny 99, Johnny Cash, Southside Johnny, Heart of Stone. So this is a great record. Probably picked this up online. Chimes of Freedom EP. I think this is a 45. Another Tunnel of Love. Born in the USA. 12-inch EP with different mixes. This is a great one. Cover Me. Great picture with his probably a 63 or 64 Chevy. Cool car with the boys in the band. This is a bootleg I picked up from an online store, a bootleg or a unofficial. This was taken from, I believe, a TV broadcast of a New Year's Eve show at Passaic, December 31st, 1977. Quality's definitely digital, but it was nice to have. Here's a nice Born in the USA for people who like hype stickers. This includes Dancing in the Dark, I'm on Fire, Cover Me, No Surrender, I'm Going Down, also on cassette. And here's another original Darkness. Here's the classic, which deserves a opening gatefold. There's the big man. There. Iconic. So I met Bruce and I said to him, I like the autograph for my friend Rick. He was a big, huge fan. Knew all the songs by heart. Knew all the bootleg songs by heart. All the early stuff when he was almost like a Dylan type guy. When Bruce took out that rhyming book and tried to become Dylan, and when he first signed with Columbia. And Bruce said to me, yeah, right after the set, because in New Jersey, no one really bothered Bruce. He could go into these clubs back then. And so later on, I went up to him and he signed it on. I talked about this, of course, before. He signed it on one of the bills from the Fast Lane, which was in Asbury Park, and the perfect Springsteen autograph, just like the one on one of these album covers, but just a perfect album. I have a copy of it, which I want to frame. I asked Rick to send me a photo of it. Let me see here. So here you have Half Speed Master, which is okay, not great. Here, of course, the classic River, which was a huge hit with Cadillac Ranch, I'm a Rocker, Stolen Car. Of course, he did Black and White Night to Roy Orbison, which I have that on record. Forgot to pull that. That's a classic. Ramrod, Drive All Night, Wreck on the Highway, Ties That Bind, Sherry Darling. Just prolific, and the reviews coming in on this Springsteen box set are just off the charts, and the reviews I've read online are just off the charts. But I'm not sure if I'm going to pick it up. Maybe. It depends on what else is coming out soon. There's so much good stuff coming out, and like I said, I think I have enough Bruce. Here is a nice hype with Rosalita from Innocent, East Street Shuffle, and here, of course, is Greetings from Asbury Park with the die cut cover. A lot of these have been reissued. There's been I think 2 box sets from MoFi, One Steps, and there you see that beautiful die cut. It's on Columbia. Unfortunately, Bruce's early records on Columbia don't really sound that sonically audiophile. Bruce was so much better live. He can never capture the essence of the band on tape, or his engineers can never capture that. And I guess I don't know what the reissues sound like, so let me know. Is it worth getting the One Steps? Is it worth getting some of these later reissues of the early Bruce records? Because back in the 70s, vinyl was in America was kind of noisy and dirty, and you know it all. So thanks a lot. Greetings from New Jersey. Tony's LPs are us. Hope you like this little segment, and I just wanted to make that announcement because a lot of folks don't know about this Bruce box set. It wasn't really announced unless you had Sirius. It was announced on Sirius, and I guess it was on different Bruce Springsteen threads on the internet. Of course, now without newspapers, you get these things from the internet and magazines as well. So thanks a lot. If you haven't subbed, please consider subbing, because I like showing my collection and I like talking about it. But let me know, do you think I have enough Bruce, or should I get the box set? What are you going to do? Do you have the box set? Are you going to get the box set? Because like I said, I believe 600 was sold in the last month on Amazon. That's a lot for this box set in today's age. Most people are probably opting for the CD set, or they'll stream it, or whatever people do. So keep rocking. Thanks a lot. Appreciate your time, and stay well, stay hot, stay cool, because it's hot lately. It is very hot. Ciao.